All right, Brandon's on the phone. Brandon is 29.
Yep.
And you want to talk about herpes?
I do.
Okay.
How you doing, Wendy?
Fine, thank you, Brandon. Nice voice.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, Wendy, I just wanted to actually give advice about herpes. I love this show so much, and I love it because of what it is. However, I do want to put a moratorium on the ridicule of herpes. And the reason why, I have herpes, actually. And last night, one of my coworkers divulged to me that he also has herpes. And, he did it so openly. Someone asked him if he had herpes, and he said, yeah. And when I first found out about it, I went in the closet about it. I was ashamed about it for, a brief second. And I said, why should I be ashamed? Why should I have to hold my head down for anything? I don't need to be afraid of anything. But the worst thing about herpes is actually the ridicule from TMZ, from your show, from just people who kiki about it. And it's actually sophomore kind of behavior. That's the worst thing about it. And so I'm calling just to put that to bed, to put
not with you.
Ridicule. I'm sorry?
No, I'm just playing. No, listen.
What'd you say?
You said put it to bed, and I said not with you.
Oh, my goodness. See, that's the thing. I know you're just playing. But also, Wendy, I know, if you had it, for instance, you would know that it's not a bad thing, and you probably wouldn't be kikiing about it as much as you do.
Well, you know what? Being that 1 in 4 people does have herpes,
exactly.
I'm sure that it's not a horrible, horrible thing. Not only that, but I'm positive that you can go along and live a sexually active life regardless of the herpes. Let me ask you, Brandon, I see you're 29. When were you diagnosed with herpes?
2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And do you have oral herpes, genital herpes?
You know what? I first discovered it because I had genital herpes,
okay.
And I hadn't had an outbreak since then, actually, since 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And oral herpes, I get little canker sores on the inside of my mouth, but because I'm black, I don't know why, but I don't get anything on the outside. God bless.
Wow.
And so I could conceal if I wanted to, but every person that I'm with, I always tell them, I'm always honest about it because I have no reason to be, ashamed. And actually, no one shies away from it, which is quite surprising.
Wow. I love you, Brandon.
I tell people, and I'm honest, and they're like, okay, whatever, cool. And so I just want to let people know that it's not a bad thing. The worst thing about it is, the kikiing about it, on your show. And I love your show because of that, but at the same time, I'm hold up. I'm kind of hating on myself by kikiing about something that I have. And it's really, I just want to let people know, at the end of the day, this is all jokes and et cetera. But really, it's not a big deal. You don't have to go shoot your lover because they, gave you herpes or whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
Yes.
Really, it isn't. Aside from the jokes at the end of the day.
Wow. Well, Brandon.
Also, Wendy, yeah?
Yes, Brandon.
Wendy, I love your show. It's crack to me. However, it's been watered down by all the music. And Wendy, I'm approaching 30. I don't listen to all this music. I need to talk, Wendy. I really do.
Brandon, if I could shoot the music in the head,
please do.
I would. But I have no control over that.
You got to pay them bills, I know.
Yes. Well, the survey says that you all like the music. I don't know who they're surveying, but the survey says, according to the People Poll Meter, which is the measure by which radio is now measured, according to the People Poll Meter, it's more music and less talk. So
really?
Yes.
I don't listen to any other radio station. I only listen because of you.
Well, thank you, Brandon. Don't forget to watch beginning in July.
Of course I will.
You and your bumps.
Funny.
No, Brandon, thank you so much for calling. I like that he called and shed light on herpes is nasty, Wendy, and nasty people get them. That's what the texter says. No, I like that Brandon called to shed light on that. Keep it here, you guys. Amber's on the telephone. She's 40 years old, and she wants to give advice regarding Brandon's herpes comment. Hi, Amber.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Good.
Okay, I was applauded by the gentleman that just talking about herpes. I have herpes for 13 years now, and I kept it confidential, and no one knew.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to come out and say he has it, I really applaud him. And for the texter that called in and saying that people who have herpes is disgusting and have no morals, I think that's really insane. Because I'm a nurse,
mm-hmm.
and all through my years of becoming a nurse and going to school and mentoring people, no one know I have herpes, and I kept it private. And again, I just want to call and applaud the people who stand up and say, I have herpes. It's not a shame. It's not a crime. We just make mistakes in our life, and we just get caught up with certain things.
Now, you sound like a woman of a particular sophistication. You're 40 years old as well, Amber. Do you disclose to your gentleman suitors that you have herpes?
Yes. Yes.
And do you find that some of them look at you in a slutty way and others fully understand?
You know what, Wendy? Be honest with you, as I said, I'm a nurse. I date doctors.
Gotcha.
And, we are more mature people.
Gotcha.
It's not like these kids out here today, she have herpes, you're going to die. No, you have to know within yourself your morals, what, care about somebody else's feelings.
All right. Gotcha. Thank you, Amber, for calling. Very insightful, Amber, everybody. Tyrone wants to talk about a transsexual.
I'm coming up.
No, you're already up.
Yeah. Hey, Wendy, how you doing?
Hey, boy. Let's not talk about the actor's name, but I want you to tell me the story.